back. So now that we actually just had to talk about inputs and outputs, let me try and show you something else. I think it's time that we have a look at CSS and classes and styling, again using the input-output terms, because we're going to look a lot more into these input and outputs as we move forward. So let's have a look here. First of all, I have made 2 new failing unit tests. You can go and read them yourself. Let me try and show them in the course here that now actually instead of looking for a P tag or a H4 tag like we did in the last videos, we actually look for a specific element by class name. Meaning that we're now looking for a specific class called course title or a specific class called course description. Because I added a bit of CSS to our beautiful, beautiful course planner here. Now, you might not like the colors. Go and buy a designer, that's not me. But at least this is how you could start styling your course planner, whatever you're building, right? So let's have a look at what I first did. First, I added a new background for the entire course planner, which is this color. And the other thing I did was I went into the HTML and added just a bit of colors with pure style here, right? But I'm not done yet. I want to add more style. I want to add some kind of boxes around these courses. So let's start out by doing that. Now, I could do this by going into my course component HTML file and just add a plain class here, like this. Let me just try and do that. Just like you would normally do with CSS, you'll just add the class like this. And let's see it happen here. You'll get the beautiful squares here. So now it looks like it's a list, right? And I pretty much just added a normal class here like I would always do inside pure HTML. And I point to this CSS I put inside the course component CSS. Again, notice the course component CSS is in the same library as the HTML and as the TS file. They're built together, right? That makes sense. It's easier for us to test and have a look at make sure it works, because my spec file now will actually look for this specific tag inside this specific code, right? That makes sense. So let's just try and make the build work by adding the other 2 CSS tags. So I expect the tag to be called course title like this. So I'll add class here as well, call it course title, and I'll add the last class here just to make the unit test run again and call it course description. There we go. So now we have our different ones, the classes here, and it'll actually hopefully compile the code. Now let's see what happens. But what you'll notice while that compiles is that we're actually looking for the compiled code, the element called course description, and that should actually have the text of this is a course about JavaScript applications, right? Just the text that we have right here. So we're taking the component, the course we're just setting from the outside. Notice again, this is the input from the component. So we're passing in this specific course. And that's why we expect the element called course description should have the exact information it has right here. I hope that makes sense. Let me try and show you the code again. We put in the specific class of course description and put in the description here. So we expect that tag to have that, and we can actually test that inside our test file. Try and look at the code a few times because it's not that complex, but I hope it makes sense.